Ever since the New York Islanders lost Matt Martin in free agency, the fourth line has been on a steady decline. Was Matt Martin really the link that made that fourth line so good? It certainly looks that way. The Islanders elected to extend Cal Clutterbuck and Casey Cizikas instead of signing Matt Martin to a long-term deal. In 2016-2017, the first year without Martin, Cal Clutterbuck had 20 points, 5 goals, 15 assists with a 47.3 CF%. It was a decline from a very productive 2015-2016. He followed that up with an even worse this past year. In 76 games, Clutterbuck produced only 18 points, 8 goals, 10 assists, while also having a career-low CF% of 41.1. He has 4 years remaining at $3.5 million per year. Clutter has obviously declined since his departure. Then there's Cizikas. He's struggled to stay on the ice the past 2 years, playing just 123 games out of the possible 164. While on the ice, he wasn't himself. In 2016-2017 he had 25 points, 8 goals, 17 assists, and then followed it up last year with a 17.7 goals, 10 assists. Cizikas' Corsi numbers also plummeted. It was down to a putrid 43.4 this past year. Clearly, the remaining members of the best fourth line in hockey are struggling without the human battering ram known as Matt Martin. Luckily, the Isles have a very comparable player to Matt Martin in Johnston. Johnston just played 24 games, but he had 6 points in those games. That's a pace of 21 points over 8, and at $666,667 that kind of production is just fine. Johnston brings a physical presence that was lacking from the fourth line these past 2 years. He had 46 hits in 24 games, which is on pace for 157 hits over a. That's more than Cizikas has had over the past 2 years. Another plus that Johnston brings is his shooting percentage. He shot an oddly efficient 15.8%, while Martin's career high is 11.6%. Clutterbuck's was just 7.9%, while Cizikas was just 9.5%. If Johnston can be a cheaper, more offensive, effective version of Matt Martin, the Islanders are in good shape. The New York Islanders' bottom six was downright poor the last 2 years, and Johnston might be the guy who can get this unit back on track. If both Cizikas and Clutterbuck are going to eat up $6.75 million against the cap, you might as well add a more effective player for under $1 million. Fans fell in love with Johnston for his fighting, but he might end up being the Isles' biggest role player in 2017-2018.